That's good. Because we're live.
Hey.
And you haven't heard from us in a bit. We took a little break. It was a forced break. Our lawyer said that we need to stop while they handle some litigation. Everybody's coming after us because we're just so popular, you know.
I know.
It's a lot to deal with,
too
you know?
well.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to
Please
install a security
stop
system.
listening to our show.
Whatever you do, stop listening and tell others to stop listening.
Yes.
Whether that be through making your own podcast, your own T-shirts, your own signs, just, you know,
Signs.
tell them to stop. There's a guy just outside with a sign, just like walking around the neighborhood, going, "Don't listen to ever thought of it. Don't listen to ever thought of it." That's the name of the podcast. It's things that you haven't thought about, but we have.
We
And then
think
you're gonna
about it
say,
for
"Oh."
you so that you don't have to think about it. You don't have to waste your precious brain electricity on these. We got you covered.
Yeah, this is like our other podcast, Never Heard of It, Ever Thought of It, is also the only audio podcast that you can leave on for your dog
Yeah,
when you leave the house.
exactly.
It especially it was approved by the FDA, the Friendly Dog Association. So I have two questions. Both of them, I don't know, maybe they'll spark something. But the first one was in Robocop. Why did they spend the money to make a robotic cop instead of just telling the cops to shoot everybody? Because that's what Robocop ends up doing. Can't the police department? Couldn't they have done that already? Is this? The year is 2037, and cops aren't allowed to shoot people unless they're robotic or part robotic.
Also, but also on the flip side of that, why didn't they just replace all cops with Robert Cop? That was Robocop's whole name.
That was in his former life.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like a capo, the cops in a movie, like his story's like, "Oh yeah, I was in Vietnam. I was in
Yeah.
the shit before I became a cop. Before he was Robert Cop.
Yeah.
He was like a real estate agent.
Exactly.
If you'll notice, there are
Two
But yeah,
bedrooms.
why just...
dead or alive. You're signing this lease.
Look at the backsplash.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Follow me.
And yeah,
Maybe
why
it's
wouldn't
like
they
a-
just make a
maybe it's
bunch
like a-
of Robocops? Why one?
Because he's very expensive.
That's
okay?
true.
Yes. Yeah. In the remake, I believe they do make not multiple RoboCops, but multiple robotic android non-human cops.
So
Because he's still part human.
yeah, he's part human, and the other ones are just robots.
Right.
Yeah, and like they put him in like an old warehouse to like fight them to show that he's tough enough to do it.
Of course.
But
Well, I mean,
just
like-
like in
The thing with robots is that they don't feel, right? So you don't have to deal with like PTSD or any of that
Right.
sort of stuff.
and like if they
You
like
can just
'cause, you know, like, in
program the
real life, like-
racism right in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but he's being too nice. We got to update the racism. We're at 3.1 right now.
Oh no, that's unacceptable for a police officer.
We're at racism XP. We got to get to
The racism 10.
and you would also like, because like in real life, I think if a police officer fires his or her gun, that they have to like go through some sort of evaluation.
Yeah.
Like they don't just like go right out on the street again.
Yeah.
There's like some sort of investigation of like why they fired their gun. But with like a robot, you could just be like, well, just deactivate this one and reactivate another one or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? You wouldn't even have to follow protocol. But like, it just doesn't make sense that RoboCop's main, you know, avenue is like he just shoots people. So why
Right.
couldn't the cops just
It's
do
not
the same
like
thing?
it's not like they make him RoboCop so that he can like fly to get to a crime scene faster or like
No.
something like
in
actually
RoboCop 3,
helpful.
he can fly,
Oh.
but not in the
well,
first
it took
one.
him 3
in the third
whole
one,
movies.
he can fly. Yes,
That's
it did.
too long.
There was you know, like I think it's in Iron Man where he's like testing how to like make the suit fly and he's like crashing into things. They should have had that with RoboCop, like where he's like testing the flying thing. Dead or alive, you're
And they're like, we'll figure it out later. It's fine.
them 'cause he's going too fast.
They look at the criminals look at each other like, I guess we'll go.
I guess we'll go back to raping and pillaging. I don't know. Do we wait for him or what's the deal?
You think he'll be
Are
back?
they fighting?
You like hear him talking in the distance. He gets louder again, and he passes back the other way.
He's like, "You're violating Section 5." And of course, he's still human, so like he would feel fear.
I was gonna say he
Does
would
he feel
feel
fear in the
embarrassment.
Yeah,
He would feel deep shame.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
his like he has like lights built into his suit that like change color with his emotion.
Oh, he has a mood suit.
Yeah, he has a
Mood
mood
suit.
Mood suit Ryan over here.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, I think that one. There's no real answer to that one. I don't think.
I think the answer
Because
to a lot of questions like that is just if they didn't do it that way, there would be no movie. So you just kind of have to be like,
Oh,
well, I
yeah,
guess
of course.
we wouldn't have Robert Cop if it weren't for this plot hole.
Do you think eventually all the criminals respond by making robot criminals?
Oh, absolutely, 100%,
Yes.
100%.
A robo mob.
Now, in the movie, they also had the kind of like it looked like a frog like robot.
Mm-hmm.
It was called
the
Ed
military
209,
one, right? That has all the guns. The thing
Yeah,
that
it has the
he
guns,
kills at the end.
guns for hands or whatever. Yeah, and it
Yeah.
kind of like waddles or whatever.
Yeah.
So they apparently like that's what they had envisioned of like mass producing.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way that the criminals could sort of get their hands on one is if they captured Robocop, reprogrammed him, and then the cops made a new Robocop.
Yeah.
And every time they did, they just kidnapped that one and reprogrammed until they had enough.
Maybe they know somebody at wherever they made Robot Cop. Because it's
Yeah,
not like other cops sat down and like wrote some code to make a robot cop, right?
Right,
It's like
exactly,
there's like a company that's making them. So
Yeah,
they have to have a
except
guy
they-
on the inside.
They make it like in the basement of the police station.
Yeah, that was always kind of weird.
They
They like strapped him down in the showers and they turned him into a robot.
In the locker room.
There's a guy like just stirring his coffee. He's like, "What's going on over there?" There's like
Sparks
obviously
flying.
RoboCop is like screaming because he's
Yeah.
in so much pain.
That's terrible.
Also, like if they could program RoboCop's brain to operate his hands, which were not real, and his legs, which were not real, why couldn't they just take his like brain or just his consciousness?
It's just like plop
Yeah,
it
that
in
seems
a
like
robot.
really
Yeah.
advanced
Why do they need the parts
nerve
of his
technology.
body?
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, if there's even a little piece of him left, he's still human. And then you could have like this morality tale where like,
Yeah.
if it's just a brain, is he really human? But if he has like a face, you know,
Yeah.
and his face is just like, you know, from here down, from his like forehead to his chin or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what
And,
what
like,
what
I'll-
percent of face do you have to be a human? Is that the new question?
Oh, yes. Okay, here we go.
If you lose the rest
Like-
of your body, how much of your face is required to still be considered?
Yeah. But by which I mean like
all
if you
would
have
need
a
is
really
two-
low
two
hairline.
nose holes.
Two nose holes. Wait, I'm interested in
If
the
you had-
nose holes. What do you mean?
Because your nose you technically don't need, right? Like it's all cartilage, right? It's just if you had two holes where your nose were to breathe, you could technically have no mouth and no eyes and still be alive. 'Cause
yeah,
you
but
could be fed.
but are you a human? Like
Te-
if you're
yeah,
like if you're
technically,
a well, okay, but if you're a robot and you just have two nose holes
Ah.
and lungs that they connect to, does that make you
No,
human?
that's
I'm
that's
not
human.
saying like
yeah.
I'm not saying like if a person is born without eyes, they're not human. I'm saying if your
Right.
body is robot and you have
Yes.
skin but no like a skin face.
All you have
but
is like a
all
tiny
that's
patch
in
of
it
skin
is
where
two
your
nose
nose would
holes.
be.
Yeah, does that make you
We were able to salvage his nose. You know, how in the
He
movie
salvaged
he has like
just
a
the
visor
whole-
over his eyes, and you see just his mouth. They put a visor over his entire face except for his nose. That's the one part that's always exposed.
It just sticks out.
Yeah, it just sticks out.
Smell. The sense of smell is integral to RoboCop's functioning.
Yeah.
If he can't smell, he doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know where the criminals
Mm-hmm.
are.
The trailer's like, he can smell 10,000 times more than a dog.
Smells like justice.
Yeah, okay, so he has like he has like a partner who's like black or Latino who's like, Robocop, what's that smell?
Yeah.
It smells like justice.
Exactly.
And then the title comes in, Robocop.
At that point, he's kind of like Robo Werewolf Cop.
That's true. He's Robo Dog Cop.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so that could be a movie also. It's like a guy who's a canine cop. You know, who has like the German Shepherd, and they both get into like some sort of shootout.
Oh, and they fuse them into one robot.
Robot!
Dog hybrid.
Yes. So he can run as fast as a dog, right?
Yes.
Like his arms go like, and then he can like run on all fours. But he has the mind of a human and the nose of a dog.
Yeah. And a heart of gold.
Does he physically have like the snout of a dog?
Yes, he does.
On like a
yes.
human face.
Yes, but they did it so that he can talk. He can speak English, but it's the dog.
But it's the dog's snout.
The dog's snout.
With the peanut butter.
But he has
they just
human
put
eyes
peanut butter in
still.
the mouth.
Yes, he has human eyes. He doesn't have the dead soulless eyes of a dog.
But his eyes are hidden the whole movie by the visor, and then he reveals it at some point, and everybody goes like, "Oh, Jesus Christ! What the hell is that?"
He lifts it up, and he also has his human nose above the snout. The guy who designed it's like, we got a little lazy.
I feel bad.
I mean, you guys
I
said
feel
you
worse
needed it.
for the dog in this situation.
And he's always like, you know, like he's like walking into a room and like he like puts his nose in like someone's crotch. He's like, sorry. I'm still getting used to the whole nose thing, but really he loves it because it activates like some sort of dopamine in his brain.
Well, his mood suit gives him away every time.
I know. It turns bright purple. I forgot about the mood suit.
The scientist is like, damn it, why did we give him a penis?
Oh, Jesus.
Well, we're about halfway through, so I think that's just a good place to end forever.
I know. This is our final episode, ladies and germs.
Thank you for not listening.
We appreciate it. So my second question was, let me preface it with this. Did you guys see the trailer for the new Mortal Kombat movie that came out today?
No, I did not. I missed it. I mean, I saw it like on Twitter, but I was at work, so I didn't want to watch it.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks very, very cool. Like the effects and stuff look really cool. But I had caught the original like maybe about a week ago. It's like on Showtime or something. And my question is similar to the Robocop question, which is like, if they don't do this, then the movie doesn't exist. But like, why would they have a tournament to decide who gets to take over the world? Why wouldn't the guy just take over the world?
Right? It makes
This
no
is like
sense.
the Dr. Evil. I put him in an easily escapable situation and assume it all went to plan.
Yeah.
Like, like it doesn't make sense that they have a tournament and then the guy at the end who has the power to like create the tournament is the one that you have to fight, but he can lose.
Yeah, and then you are in charge.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
For some reason.
Once again, this is the plot of the Santa Claus. We're just talking about the Santa Claus again.
Maybe
you
the
think
Santa
about
Claus
it.
is Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Oh.
I mean,
Wow.
you don't have to fight and defeat Santa to become him, right? He just dies and then, for whatever reason.
Well, we don't see that part. We don't
Right.
see Tim Allen push him off the roof.
Right.
We just see Santa slip. Mm-hmm. He was out there earlier that day, like throwing like something like really slick on there. He was like, you know,
Banana peels.
yeah. Like part of the roof is false. Like he hits a lever and it just like collapses.
Yeah.
You fat bastard. Give me one of these days.
Now it's my turn.
You don't deserve to be the Santa Claus.
Yeah, I think
They're just like imagining a guy who believes that Santa Claus is undeserving of his position.
he's not doing a
Isn't
good
that,
enough
like, just
job,
like the,
goddammit.
Isn't that just like American ingenuity that we're like, oh, I could just do that better?
Right?
The arrogance of thinking that you could do it better.
Yeah.
Even though Santa's been doing it for millennia. Hello.
Yeah. And no complaints because nobody's actually ever gotten a piece of coal
Exactly.
in their stocking. Because if they did, that would be on the news.
Absolutely.
Razor blades in candy,
candy.
even though that was fake, was on the news. So I think coal would be on the news.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. Anyway, back to my original question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, what is the purpose of the tournament?
Because
Is it
they
to
have
eliminate-
to find who is most worthy of the mantle, right?
Okay,
the person
but-
who's the strongest.
But
gets
in
to
the rules
rule.
of Mortal Kombat, if you beat Shao Kahn, is that his name?
Yes. Yeah.
If you beat him, you become him?
No, you just
No.
no.
I don't think so, right?
No, you just get to decide
You
what
win.
happens to the realms or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Right, because there's like
I-
Earth realm which is like Earth, and there's like the Nether realm that's like where
Yeah.
all the weird demon people and whatever live.
right. Except that like Shang Tsung is like, okay, so he takes a human form that looks like an old Asian guy, but like, what does he really look like? Does he look like a monster? We never see that,
No, we never see that.
right? Because well, although Shao, I want to call him Shere Khan from the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
It's Shao Kahn. I looked
Okay,
it
so
up.
if the Jungle Book was Mortal Kombat,
Who would win?
yeah, what fighter
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
closely associated with that? Mowgli would be Liu Kang, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Absolutely.
The snake would be Scorpion.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's
There's like a big
Shere
orangutan,
Khan would be
right?
Shao Kahn. What's that?
There's a big orangutan in there somewhere.
Yeah, King Louis.
Yeah. Who is he?
King Louis.
Well, not this. Well, go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, I was gonna say not to sound racist, but he would probably be Jax.
Hey. He would be me.
I'm just thinking.
I
Yes, he
would
would be
be
you
Louis.
because he has really powerful orangutan
Yes.
arms, and Jax has like those.
That's
metal
true.
arms.
That's true.
I
But also he
do
would
have
be
metal
like-
arms. You're right.
That's true.
Yeah, nobody can see them because this is an audio podcast.
If you watch Never
That's
Heard
right.
of It, you could get a glimpse of those sweet, sweet guns.
They're always clanging off each other.
It's really loud.
Also, if this was Street Fighter, then King Louis would be the guy whose arms stretch.
Dhalsim?
Yeah, the tall guy.
Yeah.
He would be that guy, I think.
Yeah.
What are other characters? Baloo.
Baloo. He's got to be somebody big, right? He's like Goro.
Yeah.
Yes, he would be Goro, or he would be the panda from Tekken.
Yeah.
I thought you're like the bear would be the bear, and the guy whose name sort of sounds like this guy's name is this guy. With Shere Khan and Shao Kahn.
Yeah, that's the only requirement.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Not
Look,
like
this is just a proof of
fighting
concept. This is
style
not the
or, like-
final idea. No.
No, not at all. What would, okay, who would be if this is, we're getting way off track because this is like video game related at this point, but I was gonna say,
That's okay.
if there was like a game, if there's like a Disney fighting game, like which characters would make it into that game?
Okay, obviously.
Or like
Beast.
let's say, like bringing it back to Mortal Kombat, like if there was a Mortal Kombat style movie where a bunch of characters from other Disney films had to fight, like there are different realms
Right.
within different Disney films, who's like the leader of the tournament and who's like the main character that goes and beats everybody. Like who else is like which characters exist?
There could be there's two ways to do this because you either cast Mickey as the hero or the villain.
Right.
Because Mickey is the crowning achievement of the Walt Disney Company, right? Yeah. He's at the top.
Yeah.
So technically he would be organizing the tournament, which would make him the bad guy.
I think Mickey would be like the Raiden. He'd like come in and he's like, I know a lot about this stuff, and he's like kind of mysterious.
That's true.
I think Beast. Yeah. From Beauty and the Beast.
I say Beast. I say Ursula.
Yes.
I say Gaston.
Yeah.
Yes.
Scar, obviously. Genie.
Yeah.
He would be in there.
Yeah.
The dragon from Sleeping Beauty would be in there. So I guess just Maleficent, but she could turn into a dragon.
Yeah.
That's her animality.
How recent?
Maybe
how
the
recent?
Seven Dwarves.
Wait,
what in terms of Disney movies?
Yeah.
Oh, it could be. Well, okay. Also, are we assuming that this is a R-rated, M-rated?
Oh yeah, they're gonna like tear limbs off.
Okay.
Good.
So like, this is not like Super Smash Brothers where it's like the guy from Final Fantasy versus Kirby.
No.
Right.
No, this is like that one Mortal Kombat that came out where it shows like the X-rays of all the bones breaking. It's like that.
Yes.
But with like Ariel and fucking.
Yeah, exactly. Like Bambi is like the scene where they show up at the tournament and somebody's already fighting. Bambi's getting like her head torn off or something.
No, it's Bambi's mother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bambi has to join the tournament.
No, to avenge the death.
And Nemo's mom, I think it was his mom that died, or his dad. I don't know. I've never actually seen Finding Nemo.
No, Nemo's mom. Nemo's mom died.
Nemo's mom. Okay.
Yeah. And all
so
his
if
brothers
Mickey
and
is
sisters.
if Mickey is like the Raiden character, who's Liu Kang? Who's like the guy, or in the new movie, so whatever his name is, Cole or something. He's like some new character.
Yeah, that's a side note. That's a real big misstep, not making Liu Kang the main character.
Yeah.
I don't care about Cole Young.
Yeah.
He's not a real character.
Yeah.
He's in someone's stocking in the movie The Santa Claus. We don't care about him.
No, wait. Do these fighters? Does it only comprise the Disney Pixar animated universe, or does that include like the Star Wars universe and all the properties that they own?
Let's say like Disney, like actual
Animated.
Disney original stuff, not like all of these companies that they've bought in the last.
Because or else then
no
you'd have all
Pixar.
the Avengers. If it
Yeah,
was.
you would have all the Avengers.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's not fair.
So
I
no
feel
Pixar.
like Pixar is fair game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So in Pixar, the girl from Brave, she turns into a bear or something like that, right?
Oh yeah.
I feel like
her family turns into bears. I don't know if she ever turns into a bear, but she could have bear powers.
I've never actually seen that.
I would say
There's also Brother Bear.
Yes. There's also the movie Dinosaurs. So there could be dinosaurs.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
There's also I was thinking one of the creepy things that Sid from Toy Story makes. One of those toys that's like a bunch of different toys.
That looks like the spider from Wild Wild West.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe Sid is just one of the characters, and he like throws out little toys that he's made, and like they explode or whatever.
Do you think the
Buzz
spider
Lightyear.
thing that Sid makes is supposed to be like the spider thing from The Thing?
Oh, probably. Yeah.
I'm about to look up a picture of it to see.
That might be it. Although in the thing, the head is upside down, I think, right?
Yeah. Or it
yes.
turns upside down? Yeah. At some point, the head is upside down on the spider thing, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Because doesn't it like falls off of the guy's body and then walks away like over the edge of the table or something, right? Right? Isn't it like one of the guys is dead and then like the thing like is him and it like
I
walks
can't
off
remember
of his
if,
body?
if that's the one.
Let's see.
Well, there's two guys that die in that scene. The one guy whose like chest opens up
Yeah.
and like bites the guy's hand off, and then maybe that guy's head pulls off.
Yeah, and like legs
but there's
come out
another
and,
thing
like,
where
walks away,
the head
right?
is on like a tentacle and it reaches the ceiling and they.
Oh yeah.
I think that's in the same scene.
The spider head
gotta
is
watch it
upside
again.
down. You're right.
Yeah, so stop listening to this. Just go watch The Thing.
Yeah,
I
great.
know.
Yeah, that's a
God, it's
great
the
movie.
best fucking
And then
movie
go
ever.
play. then go play the Thing video game for the original Xbox.
Yes, I remember that.
What?
Didn't you have to keep warm? That was one of the
I think
things?
so, yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, so Kurt Russell from The Thing would be...
And Snake Plissken from Escape from New York.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Snake Plissken.
Oh my god. Okay, so Disney is Raiden. Gaston is Kano,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
right? One of the princesses has to be Sonya.
So
Or
probably
Katana.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you'd have to do okay. Katana's Mulan, right?
Okay.
Sonya Blade has to be blonde, right? So Cinderella, you got Rapunzel, you got Aurora.
That one, for Sonya, doesn't really have a distinct, like, I don't know, like, style. It's just like a woman who fights.
Yeah.
Right, there's no...
And she's like a cop in the...
Is that what it is? She's
I think
a police
she's a
officer?
cop,
Okay, so...
Yeah, because she works with Jax, who's also a cop.
Yeah.
Okay, so which Disney
it could be the
character
bunny
is most
from,
likely to be a cop?
Zootopia.
The bunny from Zootopia. Yes, she's Sonya Blade. Yep.
Perfect.
Too bad A Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is not a Disney movie because the cop from that movie could be Jax.
Oh, damn it. Shit. Okay. Who else do we have?
Wait, so Mowgli is Liu Kang. Can anybody else be Liu Kang?
I mean, because he's just kind of like generic good guy, right? Like
Well,
Aladdin
well-
could be Liu Kang.
Oh, Aladdin.
Yeah. I always think of Liu Kang as like Bruce Lee. As like a Bruce Lee type character.
Yeah.
Like a martial arts,
Yeah.
but not a movie star. That's Johnny Cage. I don't know if there's
Right.
any like...
So like a Johnny
I mean,
Cage alike.
Gaston, if he was good, could be Johnny Cage because they're both
Yeah.
vain.
That's true.
Yeah,
But Gaston is evil.
yeah.
Johnny Cage could be
Oh.
like, I don't know if you guys have seen Tangled, but I feel like Flynn Rider from Tangled could be that character.
I was gonna say Cusco.
Oh, Cusco.
Oh, yeah.
He threw
That's
off
a
my
good
groove.
Yeah, he could be Johnny Cage.
one.
What about Sub-Zero?
Elsa?
Hades could be like a Smoke or whatever.
Yeah,
Something like that, right? Smoke was both a robot and a Sub-Zero type fighter, I think.
I think it depends on like which Mortal Kombat's.
Yeah. I think the story is that he used to look like Sub-Zero, and then he got robot copped.
Yeah.
Oh, and now he has a mood suit.
Yeah.
His mood is always just black,
Yeah.
Yes.
gray, dark gray or whatever.
Is there anybody that I'm trying to think of who would be Kung Lao, the guy with the razor blade hat or the
yeah.
saw hat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Pocahontas could be the Native American character. I don't remember what his name is. Stryker?
No, I think Stryker was a cop as well.
another
He's just like a
cop.
white guy.
God,
That's
so many
all cops.
freaking cops.
Half this game is freaking cops.
I know.
You could be the desk sergeant or the meter maid or
Are you thinking of a character called Nightwolf?
Nightwolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be Pocahontas.
What's his name from Mulan? Mushu? Is that Eddie Murphy's character?
Yeah.
He would be Reptile.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And he'd be
Because like in the
funny.
games, Reptile is like a ninja, like Sub-Zero and whatever. But I think in the first Mortal Kombat movie, he's like a little
lizard,
like a weird little lizard thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and he assimilates
stone.
into a dead body
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
or something like that to come alive.
Yeah.
I'm looking up a list, like a picture of everybody, so that I can make
Yeah.
sure.
Well,
we get
of the
all
original,
names.
the first game, have we covered everyone? Raiden, Sonya Blade, Liu Kang,
Johnny Cage.
Sub-Zero. Oh, Scorpion.
Scorpion.
Who would be Scorpion? Woody with his lasso.
He would throw his little string and be like, "There's a snake in my boot."
Yeah.
And he'd pull the guy towards him.
He's like, somebody poisoned the water hole, and he like jams like something down the character's throat, and like they explode from whatever they drink.
Wait, did we say who Shang Tsung is? Oh no,
which one did you say, Dan?
Shang Tsung.
Oh, who's a shapeshifter? One of like the evil witches.
I mean, like Maleficent turning into a dragon, or
or the guy from The Princess and the Frog, who's like the voodoo guy.
Oh, that's true.
Does he shapeshift?
I was gonna say the bad guy from Monsters Inc. Steve Buscemi in Monsters Inc. Right, because he's a chameleon.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Okay. Yeah, who else was in the first game? I think.
Oh, that's it. We're out of time.
Oh, we did it. You're welcome, everybody.
Write down your ideas for next week, and we'll go over them.
Okay.
If there's any like lingering.
Yeah.
Lingering characters. There it is. I'll make like a thing that looks like the original select screen.
Oh, with those characters in it.
Yeah, I'll insert all the characters.
Disney Combat.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That sounds way better than Kingdom Hearts to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Watch our other podcast. Never heard of it. We haven't done one in a while, but there's 25 episodes. You'll never catch up. So
nobody's gonna sit through that many terrible movies.
I was after watching the entirety of Eli Roth's History of Horror and 3 out of the 4 hours of In Search of Darkness, I really want to do a Never Heard of It episode because it makes me miss watching those movies.
Oh, yeah.
Especially In Search of Darkness. Some of those movies I'm like, these are like, people think that this is like the pinnacle of 80s horror, and it seems like something we'd watch on our show.
Yes.
So...
Yeah, in Search of Darkness, all the movies they look back on very fondly. Mm-hmm. With much adulation and admiration, and you're watching and you're like, in what way?
Yeah, or they'll be like, that movie really scared the shit out of me, and you're like, the movie about zombies at prom? Like, what are we talking about? I don't understand.
The one where the guy's got a pumpkin for a head?
Yeah,
gave me goddamn nightmares.
They're like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 was a work of genius, and you're like, all right. Okay.
Yeah, because it had comedy in it. Because the director, Tobe Hooper, was just like, fuck it.
I know, literally. Because they're
like... Well, they asked him to make a sequel to a movie where there's nothing to continue. And so he's just like, well, I'll just go for broke.
Yeah. And in like every other movie, and every other horror movie in the 80s was Psycho 3 and... like Friday the 13th Part 7. So Tobe Hooper's like, well, can I have some of that money, please? Can I have some sequel money? Dumb.
So anyway. Go watch all 25 episodes of Never Heard of It. Neverheardofit.biz. Get all our merch. Get some t-shirts, some bags. Also, if you don't like bags or t-shirts and you want some dice and you want some throw-in trays. What do you call them? Roll-in trays.
Rolling trays or trinket trays or just decorative trays. Go to quietcoyoteart.com or quietcoyoteart on Instagram. I have like 12 things on my website that you could go buy.
Damn.
Buy. Spend.
Yep.
We're about to get that stimulus money. I know exactly where you got to spend it.
Yep. At neverheardofit.biz.
First Bank of Quiet Coyote Art.
Yep. I'll keep your money safe and sound.
It's the only bank account that doesn't earn interest. You could play the stock market or invest in Quiet Coyote Art.
Yeah.
You didn't hear it here, but I heard Quiet Coyote Art is the next GameStop.
Oh. Take it from us.
Not saying.
I wonder if QCA is a stock market ticker.
Yeah. I'm going public.
I should just go post on Reddit. I should just go post on Reddit. IPO. It's coming out. It's going to be huge. It's going to start out $1 million a share. Yeah. Guys, this is it. Pump your life savings into this.
Hey, this is the next Tesla.
Yeah. If you don't want to buy anything from me, but you want to give me money, I also have a Ko-fi? I don't know how you pronounce it. A KO-FI.
I don't think they have a pronunciation guide on their website, which is very strange.
I mean,
to me, it looks like Ko-fi.
Cafe,
But it's
like
It's
you
FI.
do
Oh, I
like
thought it
if
was
you send me $3, it's you bought Quiet Coyote Art a coffee. So
Yeah.
but anyway, I
That's
have
why
I have
assumed it
a
was
goal
coffee,
up
but
there,
like nobody reads KOFI as coffee.
right?
It's weird.
Ko-fi, like co-finance.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to give me $3, go to my coffee. ko/fi.com/Quiet Coyote Art. I don't know. The link's in my Instagram bio. Give me money.
There it is. That's what we were looking for. I'm gonna start one that's called Burger.
Yes.
And it's the money you just buy me a burger.
Yeah. But instead
It's a
of you
button
getting
that
money,
orders
a
on
burger
Seamless
just
and sends
arrives at your door. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like you get the money; it's just it automatically orders a hamburger.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want people like pretending to think that they know what I do with the money. Just give me the burger.
Yeah.
That's all I really want.
Seriously.
All right. Until next burger. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.